What up, man?
Sinbad, how are you?
What's up, dude? What's up? What's up? We
Good.
set this cameraman. Give me set the cameraman for the different screen. How you doing, man?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm just adjusting. I always adjust the camera and raise my
I know
volume.
when it goes to that split screen, you have to relook at it again, man, because now you're looking further up, man. So trying to
Exactly.
make it trying to make it look right, bro.
Exactly. I got to bring up the volume. Exactly. I see you're at home there, and
Yeah,
Sinbad, I'm sure like many around the world, including myself, you are watching the George Floyd memorial service, and
yeah,
such a powerful gathering. Watching the family speak, Reverend Al Sharpton delivering just a breathtaking
yeah.
speech to the public. I'm curious to hear your thoughts on that gathering.
Here's the thing. It's a shame that it takes what happened to have a gathering like that. And in my lifetime, I'm 64 years old. Excuse me. I'm tired of seeing gatherings like that. It actually takes me back to when this is just as a normal thing, and I'm tired of memorial services, especially if they don't make a difference. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I heard some things today. I try not to say her name, but she just effed me up. Was Candace Owens,
Yes.
where she's not. She goes, I hope the family gets justice, but he's not my martyr, and I'm not with him. And I said, so I guess so. You only get behind perfect people.
Right.
So if a person drinks, which probably her family, if a person has a personal history of trying to get their life together, which I guess nobody in your family, I'm tired of people trying to turn this narrative into something else. And that's what we have to be very careful on during this time of protest, that the narrative doesn't get switched. I don't know of any protest. I don't know of any civil unrest that didn't have some looting. It has nothing to do with civil unrest. Let's go with the Boston Tea Party. You want to go with the history? They want to talk about the Constitution? Want to talk about America? Well, let's go to first civil unrest. Wait a minute. How about the big unrest where you left your damn country and came here because you
Right.
ran away to go start here? And then your civil unrest was displacing the Native Americans. So there's always some craziness that happens with civil unrest. This one has been drawn along race lines, and also something that's I have never seen,
Hmm.
almost following a cult like with Trump. I look at it, it's almost a cult. I know people who are good people, but just can't back up off of him. They can't back away and say, hey man, I made a mistake, or they can't back away. That's why I love Mad Dog Mattis, the military man that spoke against him
Yes.
and said that he, I've never seen a president trample on the Constitution. See, that's the key word there. They might not say color or whatever. He did say that it's wrong what happened. So I'm glad there are people now that are in his crew. His crew, they're going like, you know what? It's like Jim Jones. Some people ran into the woods for they drink the Kool-Aid. Some people they went all the way to Guyana. They got all the way down there,
Hmm.
and then they said, you know what? I think we're gonna get killed here.
I totally see what you mean. And you
Yeah.
made a point when you said this quote, and I have to read it because it was
I'm,
powerful.
I'm gonna move the camera a little bit. Let me change. I'm gonna just change this. There
Sure.
we go.
No problem.
There we go.
Yeah, you said,
There we go.
here's a quote you said, Sinbad. When my anger comes, let it be righteous anger. There's a way
Yes.
to punish without destroying. I
Yeah.
thought that was so well said.
Well, you know what? When I meant that, I'm not. I'm first of all, I'm not going like, "Hey guys, I'm against looting all that crap." That's stupid. They're not with us.
Right.
And some of the young kids who are breaking windows that's not even down with the cars. That's another thing I've never seen.
That's another.
I've never seen that either.
Yeah.
I've seen some people placed by the FBI. I've seen people placed to destroy a march, but I've never seen a group get there that early.
Yeah.
Because actually, when you think about the Minnesota, back to the kids that were tearing up in the black neighborhood,
Hmm.
those weren't even brothers and sisters. That was some young white kids. I said, they got skateboards.
Yeah.
This is a whole new TikTok generation. I've got to try to figure
Just
this one out.
just
And then when
grabbing
I
stuff.
watched them,
Yeah.
yeah, when I watched them, I said,
I know.
wait a minute. None of our kids were doing it. It was that. But I don't want to go against, like, there's a lot of good white kids down there, a lot of good white people. There are a lot of people of all colors doing this. So
I understand what you're saying.
so when I say righteous anger, first we got to have anger. When
Yeah.
things aren't right, even biblical, you got to have righteous anger,
Yeah.
which means I'm striking back. I'm going out. I'm gonna march and do whatever I want to do.
Right.
But I'm also at this point. I'm done with the beatings. I'm
Hmm.
done with nonviolence. I'm done with you shooting at me. I'm done with you beating me with a club.
Hmm.
At some point, we are at this point in America. I've said this 4 or 5 years ago. We are going toward a civil war.
Mhm.
We're coming toward a race war that we might not come out of. There's a chance right now, if the leadership doesn't turn,
Mhm.
there's a chance right now this doesn't get better. I was telling people I saw a sermon by was it Stephen Furtick
Right.
that was really powerful. He said, man, when Paul was always wanted to go to Rome, but when he finally got a chance to go to Rome, he was a captive at the bottom of a ship. They were taking him to prison, the Roman soldiers, but a storm came up.
Yeah.
And when the storm came up, some of the Roman soldiers were going to leave the ship. He said, I'm going to tell you something from God. And some of these people said they didn't believe in God. He says, if you get off the ship, we all going to die. Which means you got to have faith and you got to stay and you got to ride this out. So when they landed on shore, the boat was in pieces. It was in planks. I mean, I love what he said, but it still was the boat. It
But
got to shore.
they were
Yeah.
holding on to pieces.
Yeah, they're hanging on the pieces. So I think what's going to happen right now, when this is all done, we're gonna have some pieces.
Yeah.
There'll be some stores that's jacked up. There's going to be some neighborhoods that's messed up, but we're going to get there. And it's going to take that because no big change ever comes without unrest. No big change comes without pain. And most big change don't come without death, with someone getting killed, whether it's a leader or somebody following. It
And
just,
yeah,
yeah,
it's the unfortunate truth. But we have had some developments. I know that Derek Chauvin obviously was upgraded to second-degree murder, and we've seen the three other officers who are now finally charged,
yes, yes.
are charged with felonies, aiding and abetting, second-degree murder, and aiding and abetting second-degree manslaughter. I'm
Uh-huh.
curious, though, do you think that if they were charged right away or brought to justice sooner, do you think the writing or
Oh,
any of
no,
the
no,
protesting, I should say,
no,
would have been lessened or no?
no, no. They even, okay, let's start with my man, Ahmaud Arbery.
Okay.
Now they're bringing charges on 3 people on that one. Do you know if they grabbed these people quickly? I'm tell you something. If it gone the other way, if a black man had been chasing 3 white men down the street, or
Hmm.
black men been chasing, he wouldn't came out alive.
Right.
So when this happened, and what made this one, I like what DL Hughley, I forgot who said it. A $20 bill
I know.
sparked a $20
Putting
bill.
that in your mind and thinking about it is just,
$20 bill.
I know.
We still haven't proven it's counterfeit. No one's shown the bill yet.
Right.
And the police never asked to see the bill.
Right.
So a $20 bill, that's why I think sometimes, as bad as it could be, I think divine intervention, I think what happened, whatever this is,
Mhm.
that's why I see him as a martyr. Sometimes people are put here for a cause. And I love when George Floyd's daughter said, my daddy started a movement. My daddy is going to make America greater. And you're right. Your dad's life will not be in vain. We will not let your dad's life be in vain. I don't care personal life. I know he was getting himself together. I don't care about the setbacks he has in life. I don't care.
Mhm.
I don't care about that. He's a human being. This is America. We got all kind of people.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? We have all
Yeah.
kind of people. So yes, if they arrest, look, we've it's been a long time since we've seen somebody murder somebody slow motion on TV. That's like watching a movie for 8.5 minutes, and he was smirking. He had his hand in his pocket, and the other one, Tao, the Asian American, was standing there and just looking.
It
I
was
said, all
painful.
it took was for one y'all to go like, hey, yo, hey,
Right.
hey,
Speaking up. Speaking up.
stop.
Yes. Yes.
Even if you don't believe in it, there's cameras on you. Even if you are a racist straight up, the cameras on you. You go like,
Yeah.
yo, they're watching us. You were so bold. You said, look, they won't prosecute us because they've gotten away with it for so long that they had no fear. It's like the woman in the park with the dog screaming, "I'm gonna call the police and say it's a black man." And the thing was, she was correct because if they had showed up, they would have came right upon him. They would have got there and said, "What's going on?"
It's horrific. It's absolutely horrific. But I feel that these changes are going to be happening. It's going to take a longer process.
Yeah.
But, this morning it was announced, the Virginia governor announced that the statue of the Confederate General Robert E. Lee will be taken down. And, this is Governor Northam, the Virginia governor said, and I have to read this quote. He said, in 2020, we can no longer honor a system that was based on enslaving people. That statue has been there a long time, but it was wrong then and it's wrong now. So we're taking it down. So that's
Dude,
something that's
there's
incredible.
gonna be a shaking up. There was another one that was taken down. I forgot. I think it might have been Georgia. There's a shakeup. I think there's a new generation.
Mhm.
There's a new generation. I was talking about it I talk about it with my kids, man, who are in their 30s and 20s,
Yes.
and I say this is what's going to happen. My generation, 64 years old and up. Our racism is real. It comes from like my great great grandfather was a slave.
Mhm.
So it goes back
It
that
goes way
far.
back. Right.
See, but it's in my lifetime.
Mhm.
This younger generation has to read about it. So I think young whites who are racist have inherited racism. They don't even know why they're racist. They play hip hop music. They do TikTok stuff. So
Okay.
it's like a game. They had to be taught this because they have no reason to believe in it. I think a nation, you're going to see in the next 10, 15 years, my generation is going to die out.
Hmm.
The generation ahead of me is going to die out. It's a shame. We're going to lose some great music. We're going to lose some great artists. We're going to lose a, 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 a funk that was in this country that was real, that was good, but also a lot of negative stuff. And now all of a sudden, a young racist is going to have to manufacture his hate.
Oh, I see what
Because
you mean.
you have to manufacture your hate. It's not based on anything. Talking about this is my country. Boy, you just got here.
I
You
get it.
haven't done nothing to build this country.
Yeah.
So I think there's hope. And it took a long time. There's a book out. I don't know if you saw it today. A man wrote a book in 1997, said every 80 years, a country totally changes. He wrote in 1997, in 2020, there will be a great civil unrest, upheaval in America,
Really?
uproar. And he said there will be a leader who it doesn't have the sense to make a country work and cannot lead his country. He wrote this in 97. It's not a fiction book. He wrote it based on life.
What a
Every 80
prediction.
years,
What a
I got to pull it up so I can show people. It was like
Oh, yeah.
he saw this. He said, but he's a historian. He says, no, they say 80 years because that's the lifespan of a human being. If you like if we live right and
Yeah.
God blesses us, he said in 2020 that this would happen.
Wow. And
And
that's incredible. And I'm reading some of the comments. Somebody just put, we have to do better for our children. And that's the whole purpose
thank
of
you,
this, like you
thank
just
you.
said. And speaking of which, I love watching you and Royce talk on his podcast. It's just, I mean, I'm a dad myself, but I just love the realness and the conversations you have with him are so
Yeah,
real life.
yeah,
And one
yeah.
of them was about, because he's a new dad, and you kind of talking to him about what are some of the things that he will experience growing up as a dad in this
Yeah.
country. And I just love that back and forth.
He said, I told him what's cool, what I didn't even know almost made me cry was that he said, without even saying it this way, he picked it up. But I got that from my dad. I can't take credit. My dad walked the walk. My dad, I said, if I could be one fifth the man my dad is, I'll be good. I can't be him. He's a man. He can rebuild a house. He go re-roof. He do the plumbing. I said, dude, I don't know what that is. I don't know what kind of man you are. And his righteous anger. My dad was a preacher, but he wasn't one of those like fire and brimstone. And he goes, hey man, it takes grit. It takes work because
Right.
his life was rough before God called him.
Mhm.
So he always believed men had hope, had a chance. But when something wasn't right, he was fire. He didn't let you play that bull crap with him. So
Wow.
he was real and how he treated people. He was real. When I say righteous anger,
Yeah.
I saw my dad with righteous anger.
Wow.
You're not gonna walk over me. I'm gonna pray on it. And then sometimes if you do get walked over, that's a prayer you had to do. And we're like, God wants me to take the hit on this. I'm like, oh God, I hope he never tells me to take a hit on something. He goes, well, that's where faith comes in. Because sometimes you take a hit, and sometimes even from your own people and from the people you're trying to save. Because you're looking, I always talk about the Bible, not so much like, oh, the Bible will save you. Like people praying, coronavirus, don't come to the church. No, why don't you wear your face mask? Or better yet, stay home.
Right.
Oh, coronavirus, don't come inside. Well, it won't come inside if you wear the face mask.
Hmm.
That's what God made those too. So I'm like, he said, don't be stupid about it.
I get it. No, I absolutely get it. And talking again with Royce and your conversations with him, he was talking about, and I happened to catch it. And Sinbad, it was so funny. He was talking about when he was in school. The cornrow story. And you
Yes,
guys were that was so
yes,
that was interesting that he said at that moment he realized what he was up against. And for people that
yeah,
don't know, at school they brought him in for having cornrows, and they said that it didn't depict what an African American man should have and
yeah.
whatnot. And he said that, I believe, was it Allen Iverson that he said that, because
Yes,
they
they
asked him
said
about that.
they were asking him about. So we noticed it's the negative people, like the slaves when they were going into.
Right.
I said, where'd you read that slaves would braid their hair? When did they have time to braid their hair to go and do a revolution? Like the women were sitting down, I'm gonna braid your hair tomorrow. We'll kill the owners. And then he said, only look at like people like Allen Iverson. Well, they messed up because Allen was one of his heroes.
Oh, well.
And I'm saying that's one of the reasons he braided his hair. So you picked the wrong. And what I was so proud of him, because I always told him is, I'll back you. If we
Right.
get suspended from school, matter of fact, we took him out homeschool for a couple of years. I said, we're out. We're not going to play this game. I'm
No.
not going to try to make him a nice boy. I'm not going to try to make it work. We're gone.
Yeah, it's
And
wrong.
you can have your system, and we're gone. But we're going to try how we feel about it before we leave.
And
I'm
I'm
not
sure
going to
you
just walk
did.
out.
You said your
Yeah,
wife did. You
oh,
said your wife
my
did.
wife. I didn't hardly get a chance to say anything. I was like, okay, everything I say will be overkill. She's a mama bear. She don't play that.
She didn't play that. Well, you know what? It was a
Yeah,
lesson for sure. So,
yeah,
on another topic, today it was announced that the NBA is going to bring back
yeah,
basketball, and it's going to send
yeah,
22 teams to Phoenix to play an 8-game series. What are your thoughts of that? I know that you love basketball, you love
yeah,
sports. I'm
man.
curious to hear your thoughts.
But I don't love it that much.
Oh,
That I mean, I love. I mean, I say I love it.
uh-huh.
I'm pissed because the season LeBron James was having. That's my boy.
Hmm.
LeBron James was having a season that nobody his age or even younger should have. He
Right.
was having a record season,
Hmm.
and whatever they do right now, you know, I know guys got to get paid. I know we want to fulfill our junkyism. It's. I'm sorry, man. It's not.
Yeah.
I don't know who's in
Different.
shape. I know LeBron's in shape. Some cats they couldn't get to the gym are not in shape.
Yeah, I know. I know.
You know what I'm saying, man? And
Yeah.
all it takes is one person to get coronavirus.
I know, I know. Do you think it's too soon, Sinbad, or do you think that this is the right time, or this is the wrong time?
I can't say what's right or wrong
Hmm.
because I can't tell a man how to make his money.
True. Okay,
But I know in basketball you can't avoid contact.
that's true.
And you can't avoid being near one another.
Hmm.
We already see when the NBA when it trickled down to some of the players, they stopped the season.
Hmm.
Now I think they're going to quarantine, hide everybody because down in Phoenix because it's supposed to be a little safer down there, and they'll quarantine away from everybody. I think that'll make it safe. But the point, even if it's safe, I don't think I'm gonna be excited about it. I'm not. I mean, the season will end, and we'll get that. Even if LA Lakers win the championship, it'll be tainted. But I think the players should be able to end the season, and if that's the best, I give them credit for trying to do something. If
Right.
the players want to play, some of the players I ain't gonna play. I mean, it makes no sense to get sick, and we were gonna go to the playoffs anyway.
Hmm.
That's gonna be another controversy. It's not the same. I don't care what anybody says. It's not the same.
Hmm.
It's
Yeah,
not.
it's definitely going to be interesting to see how it plays out. That's for sure. And
Yeah,
when it comes to speaking your mind and whatnot, you've mentioned a few celebrities who have big platforms who haven't come forward.
yeah.
Although one of them happened to be Kanye. You had mentioned that. Where is he now?
I see he paid for
He did
George Floyd's son to go to college. I mean,
2 million.
I
Yeah,
give I'll give anybody credit for anything they do like that. But
yeah,
man, you sure have a big mouth for your boy Donald Trump. I'm just gonna call him out. You had a big mouth hugging him, my MAGA hat. Hey man, I'm down with the problem. But when he cleared them people out of Lafayette Park, what did you say then?
mhm,
Did you call your boy up and say, hey man, you brought the military in on your own people?
right.
We're gonna dominate, we're gonna have dominance?
Mhm.
Huh? Did you make that phone call? I give you
It was
credit
just
for
time.
what you did. I give you peace. But dude, sometimes you gotta cut ties or you gotta call them out. See, you were so busy calling us out, saying we're trying to make you be one way. It's funny to me when somebody says, like, even Candace Owens, people think I'm black, I gotta be Democrat. Who's ever said that? I've never heard that in my life. None of us look, there's racists in Democrats, there's racist Republicans, there's racist independent, there's
Right.
racists at McDonald's. Look, man, we got anger everywhere. I'm saying is if you got a better person, show me you're a better person.
Yeah.
But I think when one side's claim is we are the keeper of morality and we are the keeper of God, when you decide we're the God ones, see, you got to be careful because if you understand church, nobody can claim that. You can't say we're the keeper of God, not you. That means there's no Christians or Democrats. We're the Christians. And by the way, we hate you. So
Yeah.
I find that. Look, I worked with Trump back in the 80s. Come on. I worked Trump casinos back in the 80s. I did Celebrity Apprentice.
You did it. No, yeah, you did.
This man didn't want to be president. This man just likes to be on TV. He likes to talk. He was almost a joke in the New York community. He was a kind of a joke. I know some of your fans gonna be mad, but he was a joke. If you add, it's there. It's all in print.
Yeah.
Every media ain't fake. I'm sorry. All news ain't fake. All news is not fake. If they tell us right now there's an earthquake coming, we go, fake news. No, you're gonna run, bro. You're gonna get yourself together.
It's going to happen. Yeah.
Got a tsunami coming. Fake news. So we pick what's news if it's not our side. And I gotta admit, both sides, all media, they do play into a bunch of stuff. But we don't. But it's been that way for a while since social media. We kind of blame ourselves. We all run around with cameras thinking we're news people. Everybody got a camera. Everybody's showing something. So the news has to compete with the regular dude down the street with his camera.
Yes, I know. Yeah, and everybody has a camera. Everybody has a camera.
Yes, yes.
You know, and moving on to something else, something you mentioned was that while you know, you're obviously one of the greatest stand-up comics, right? I mean, everybody knows that. But coming up into business, you mentioned that some people treated you differently because you didn't curse. Tell me about
You
that. I
know,
found that interesting when
this
you
was
mentioned
fun.
that.
I cursed when I started. I had no problem with that. I believe, I think some words are necessary. I think some words,
Yes.
there's no other way to describe something when you see it.
Right.
Um, but I was in Chicago. I was early on in my career, and my father, who was a preacher, came to the show. Now, my father, if I cursed, he wouldn't have said that. He'd still follow me. That was my dude. He'd
Yeah.
have been like, "All right, man, the words you use, son. Whoa," but he was still been there.
Yes.
It's just that night, everybody was so dirty, but they were dirty because everybody was trying to be Richard Pryor.
Okay.
See, everybody was trying to be Richard Pryor, but you didn't have Richard Pryor's life experiences.
Got it.
Where your mother ran a whole house,
Mm-hmm.
your dad was a pimp. Come on, man.
Mm-hmm.
He earned every word that came out of his mouth.
So it was real life for him. It was
That
his,
was real life for him.
yeah.
That's real. Because remember, he started off clean, trying to be like Bill Cosby.
Right.
And then one night on stage in Vegas, he unleashed a tirade on the people and had to go back on the Chitlin circuit. Now, him, Lenny Bruce, George Carlin, where I respect them, they weren't rewarded. They had to remember when you were dirty back then, you weren't rewarded. They look, we don't want him. He can't be on TV. He can't be on the show. They lost shows, but they stay true to who they were.
Wow.
That's what I respected.
That was real.
When I came up, being dirty was almost hip now. It was the new way of being hip. I said, well, if it's hip, how hip can it be?
Got it.
It can't be controversial if everybody's doing it.
Right.
Controversy means you go against the grain.
Yes. Yes.
So when I went on stage that night, my dad was out there, and all these comics ahead of me said, I always say when there's a black man on this, hey, are you a pimp? My dad's a preacher. I said, did y'all ask my dad if he was a pimp? So I went on stage. I went off on the comics in front of me.
Yeah.
And I said, I'm going to keep my comedy edgy. I'm going to keep it on the edge. I'm having my righteous anger, but I'm not going to curse. But I'm going to see if they pick up. I'm not cursing. Nobody was picking up. I wasn't cursing.
Wow. See?
At the end of the night, somebody say, man, did you curse tonight? I said, what do you think?
Wow.
But what killed me, the Hollywood game, I was not ready for the Hollywood game. When I came to Hollywood, man, you couldn't tell me I wasn't the next it. I'm gonna be living in Beverly Hills. I'm gonna be living up on top of the valley. I'm gonna have the house with the infinity pool and swim over and jump down into the valley. Oh, that was my plan, man. I'm gonna have my helicopter pad. I had all those dreams. But when I got here, they go, okay, when you're let's face it, when you're a black entertainer, black this, there's always what is he? The next Eddie Murphy, is the next. See, it's not just what is he about, is he the next somebody?
The comparison is there.
Yeah. And it became, is he a good black comic? Is he a good guy? Is the other guy? And because they picked up I was clean, oh man, I got the moniker, the All-American, the clean, the family man. I said, y'all just killed me.
Wow.
All the work I did, all the edginess, all the extremism, all the things I've talked about, all my militancy, everything I've talked about, pushing buttons. Because I looked at Malcolm X. Remember when Malcolm became Malcolm X, he went from being a pimp, from being in prison. So when he became Malcolm X, he never cursed. And he was the most powerful then.
Absolutely.
You gonna tell me he's weak? Was he weak? Oh no. So when they did that to me, I became, oh, he's not black. I was like,
wow,
not black. And even some of my own people fell for that. Even some of my own people who were directors and producers, I'm just gonna say it. And they said, oh, I didn't want to work with you on this movie. I didn't think you would curse. I said, and so you're the keeper of blackness? So you're the one. So you're the measure.
wow.
And then when they meet me, so when I would go to a meeting, say a meeting with Disney or somebody, then I'm thinking, hey, he's just, and I'm going and going, like, hey, I got these ideas, and they're like, oh, he's not what we thought. So they almost were angered because, and not because I was talking crazy. I had ideas like Robin Williams. I had ideas. I'm looking at their guys. I'm looking at Bill Murray, and I'm saying, I can do this and this, and they go like this. Really? You think you can do that? Like I was being indignant, and I'm like, man, look, ask Robin Williams. He knows I can go.
Yeah, you're like
I didn't get it. I thought they would be excited about that. I thought they would see my fire, and they almost got mad at it.
That is really insane. But you know,
yeah. Yeah.
some of the comments coming through, it's interesting because people are remembering. I mean, your career from stand-up comedy to your movies. I mean, you have movies though, Sinbad, that we all grew up with, and we love you for that as well.
Yeah.
So I mean, so many things happening in the world, but the first
But
kid,
I wanted
or
some other ones. I wanted to do the ones where I killed some people to get it over with.
that's what
That's
you
why
wanted.
when I did Cherokee Kid on HBO, I said, I got to kill somebody. Y'all need to let me kill somebody real quick. It's like when Will Smith did Bad Boys.
Yes.
We had talked about it. I said, bro, you got to go all the way. You got to go all the way left, all the way. So they realize you're a full person.
Yes.
You got to get out that box. And I was waiting for that movie. And that's where my made mistake. I want to tell everybody, whatever you do in your life, don't get angry. When you get angry, you stop moving. When you get angry, you start looking at something else and you lose your eyes on the prize.
Got it.
And I started talking about, well, can't they see I'm funny? Can they see I'm funnier than him? I became that for a second. And I lost precious time because when I first got here, I knew they weren't going to get me. I accepted it. I savored it. I loved the fact they didn't get me. I said, I'm going to create my own company. I had a plan. I'm saying my plan, Marco. It was crazy.
I
I'm gonna
love
come
your
here.
yes.
I'm gonna come. I was gonna buy this house I saw on Sunset. I said I'm gonna let writers and everybody live with me, and then I'm gonna buy an apartment complex, and I'm gonna be the place where you go to get all the black movies, all the great movies. I'm gonna have a music studio.
That was your plan.
I found it. I found a notebook where I had written that down.
Uh-huh.
But then, my wife we got pregnant, had a baby. I had to change up. I had to take care of family, and sometimes you don't jump as wild into your thing when you have kids, because you got to take care of this family, man. You if you're a man, you take care of family. So if I look back now, if I hadn't gotten angry, I probably could have found a way to make it work. And now at 64, I said, you know what? All my people grown. I'm going back to that thing. I'm gonna go back to the original plan I had. I know they aren't gonna get me. I don't carry that anger I carried when I was 20 and 30. Well, I'll go off on you, dude. If you said something on the set and I felt you was dissing me, man, you would catch the rat, dude. You would catch the wrath so quick. People like this.
Like
It
that.
became like, oh, he's got attitude. He's hard to work with. If you said something stupid to me,
Uh-huh.
and you knew it was stupid before you said it to me,
Yeah.
I had to let you know how dumb you were. I had to let you know right then. And it's funny now when I talk to my kids, say, hey, man, you got to back up. You got to take a step. I'm like, everybody used to tell me that, and I'd be ready. Everybody's holding me back. I said, man, I'm about to go knock this dude out. So now at 64, I'm like this. I'm going to kill you with my thoughts. So when I do raise my voice at you, you know, oh, I must have done something.
And it's something serious. It's
So
funny
Sinbad,
because when
yeah,
you were
yeah,
talking, yeah, when you were talking about auditioning, I also heard you talking about auditioning for Jingle All the Way. You were annoyed that you had to audition, and then they
yeah.
perceived that you were this angry person. You're like, what? You even had words with Arnold.
Man, this is the funny. When I got Jingle All the Way, man,
Yeah.
they said we got this movie with you. It's Arnold. And the only reason it happened, I was doing First Kid in Virginia.
Okay, I remember. Yeah.
Lou, my agent, he was my agent in my agency. I think it was ICM then. He was Arnold's agent. He
Okay.
comes to my trailer. He goes, look at me, man. They're not going to see this coming. I'm going to recommend that they put you in this movie. They were looking at, man, they were looking at some other people from NYPD Blue and stuff. They go, he said, I told Arnold, you need a big guy that's funny. Say, you're big like Arnold. It's not big guys and funny that can stand his ground. He says, now, I don't think they're going to want you, man.
Really?
But
Were you shocked?
I was like, no, I was like this. I loved him. I said, dude, if you want me to do this, well, I had just signed up. I was going to go to Bosnia. That when I went on that trip with Hillary Clinton.
Oh yes. Oh yeah. Oh
So
yes.
yeah, that trip. Well, I told everybody what happened for real.
Yes.
I got in trouble on that one. Woo!
Just a bit.
So man, they wanted me to audition on a Friday. I said, well, man, I can't. I got to go to Bosnia. Well, and man, I don't know why everybody was so indignant with it. Well, then you can't audition. I said, cool. I'm not going to tell these soldiers I'm not coming.
No, of course
I'm not.
No.
So Lou and Arnold said, no, we'll wait for him to come back. We'll do it next week. So I go over there, I do the trip over there, and then when I get, I was with Sheryl Crow, I was with also Sheryl Crow.
Uh-huh.
So I come back here, and I hear them talk, well, he's wearing earrings. And I'm sitting there listening. I said, they know earrings come out. But someone had told them Sinbad won't take his earrings out.
Oh boy.
And I'm like, if you look at all my movies, the cowboy movies, I wasn't wearing earrings. So I'm cracking up, but no, I
You're
do.
afraid?
At that point, you know what I do? It's out of my hands. I said, I will no longer try to control what I can't control.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, it's almost got to be an attitude. I found out when I've got the most success, I don't care. I hope you don't hire me.
See, that's
I'm going to come in here. I'm going to kill it. and I hope you don't hire me because
But
I
I
got
don't care
somewhere else
what
I
you
got to
think.
go.
And
I
I
don't
don't
care
care.
what you think. I
Yeah.
got somewhere else to go.
Right.
So
Yeah.
that's why I tell young people I never did. When I auditioned for stuff, no matter how I want it, when I left, the best advice I ever had, when you leave that room, do the best you can, then forget about it. Don't wonder if you got it. Even if it's a part you want, don't wonder.
So
Just roll
smart.
with it. So I go in there, and it's the first time ever. I said, okay, I'm gonna give it extra. My agent said I'm gonna give it extra. I rented one of those damn mailman uniforms, but all they
Oh.
had was the short set. So I
Oh.
had the one with the shorts, and I had the pith helmet. When's the last time you seen a mailman with a pith helmet?
Oh my gosh.
Man, I had
I
the
love
pith
the
helmet.
visual.
Oh man, so I get there. I'm with my brother Mark, who's my manager at the time.
Uh,
I said, I hate this. I said, I hate this. I'm wearing this stupid mailman. I'm walking around on the lot of Paramount, and people going, Sinbad, what's up? You delivering mail? No, man, I'm trying out for a part.
I
So,
love it. I love it.
and no one was up for the part too? Jeff Daniel.
Really? You
Yes.
saw? Was he wearing that too?
He had the outfit, but he had the one with the pants. I said, oh,
Oh.
he got the pants.
Oh my gosh. And you had the
I'm
shorts.
wearing shorts, and we're gonna be doing this in Minnesota, and I'm stuck with these shorts.
So you
And
walked in.
remember the actor that played Sipowicz on NYPD on the police show. Oh man,
Oh.
I
Okay.
forgot his last name. But he played Sipowicz, the police detective.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
He was also up for the part.
Wow. Okay. So you guys were all there together.
So I saw Jeffrey leaving, and I'm going. I said, oh, I ain't gonna get this. I told my brother, I'm done. And I told him, I'm done. I said, I'm done. So I go in, I got this pith helmet on. I'm sitting there and I'm watching all these other people in mailman outfits. I said, this is the dumbest. I have never dressed up for a part. I have never dressed up in a costume for a part. So I walk in the room and the first thing I hear, oh, I told you he wears earrings. And dude, I'm done. Dude, I'm about to lose it.
Wow.
I'll still see to this day. Arnold is sitting on the right side of the table. I come in and I looked at him. You know earrings come out. You know I'm not deaf, right? But remember, they didn't realize I had jumped into the character.
You were already in it.
Because remember,
Yes.
he was angry. Myron was a angry
He was
dude.
intense. He was intense.
Yes, I just started. Arnold picked it up, and he's looking at me. And dude, I'm getting ready to read the script. I got the papers. It's like God blew the papers out my hand. Dude, the papers went flying everywhere. I said,
Oh,
really? I
no
said,
way.
really? I jumped up on the table and started going off on Arnold as my character. The room is like this before they realize,
Wow.
he's
He's like,
auditioning.
yeah,
He
yeah.
didn't
He's very
wait.
smart.
He didn't wait for and read
Yeah.
and action
You were already in it.
because I didn't care. I wanted to get out. So I'm in there. I go off. I go, good day, gentlemen.
Oh my.
And I leave. And I tried to gather the papers. I couldn't gather them. So I just threw them back up in the air again.
And you're out.
I leave the room. I look at my brother. I said, I quit. He's trying to chase it. I quit. I quit. I'm out. I hate Hollywood. I quit. I'm becoming an activist. I quit. I'm going to shoot underground, deep underground films. I don't care. I'm walking. I'm indignant. And I quit. And I took the helmet off. I threw it on the ground and I realized, no, I got to pay for that. I got to take it back to rental. So I go back and get the helmet.
I got.
And the phone, those big old Motorola phones,
Oh yeah.
rings and says, we don't want to see anybody else. We want him for the part. Arnold wants him for the part. I said, no, this ain't bad business. Hollywood ain't bad. I was tripping for a second.
I go back.
Dude, it was like, wow.
Wow.
My best performance came from like, I was so frustrated and there was nowhere to go but to go with the frustration.
And you were
And then
done.
the first day of taping was the same thing. Because now they say, hey, maybe we could put flags. United States flags is there. He's a postal worker. I'm going, we don't have to have the earrings, gentlemen. And it's the first movie I've done where I kind of wasn't the main dude. So I was just in my trailer waiting for them to call me. I kind of like the fact I ain't producing this. I just get to act
Yes.
and let them trip on everything and the money. I just get to be an actor.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I had to bring my own makeup person because the person they used to do my face, I said, oh, no. I flubbed my person out. Well, we're not going to pay her. I said, okay, I'll pay her. And next thing you know, she was doing Arnold's face.
Wow.
See how life works, man. So
That is
first
such,
day we get there.
that is
We
such
get
a
there.
great.
We get there, Mark. We get there. We shoot the first scene. I said, I got to say something. I said, Arnold, can I try something?
Oh.
Yes. What are you going to try? I said, Arnold. Okay, you do it. The next scene, I go ballistic. In the Sinbad thing, I go off script. He goes, wait, I want to turn. So he shoots one.
The
When
same
he
way.
goes off script, I said, oh, we're going to be okay. I said,
I love
We
that.
we are gonna be okay on this movie because I got Arnold going crazy like me,
Off script. It was
and it
perfect.
was just and it became, you know what?
Uh,
Because of Arnold, it became an easy thing for me to do.
and it's still a great movie to this day. It's still fun
And
to
my
watch.
dad came down, and Arnold let him go in his portable weight room.
Uh-huh.
He wouldn't let me go in. No, he girly girl.
Just your
He
dad.
let my dad. He let my dad. He let my dad go work out with him.
Oh, that is so cool.
Yeah,
I just love how you're so well rounded. You do so much, and also music. Music is your thing. You have your
yeah,
band. You have your band.
yes,
You've been doing
yeah.
that for a long time. Memphis Red.
That's right.
So is that
Memphis is
still happening? You're still doing
Memphis.
that?
Yeah, you know what? This is funny. I said, "Oh, I'm gonna take this time during the COVID, and I'm gonna get better at my saxophone and trombone." Because
Uh-huh.
I found out it's just as hard to play during pandemic
Yeah.
as it is. The notes are no easier.
They're all the
So
same.
I'm starting all over again. I got my bass, I got my guitar. I'm trying
Oh,
to play keys so I can do talk box. I'm trying to get back better on the trombone, but I'm trying to learn this saxophone because it's like a human voice,
beautiful.
and I'm gonna learn harmonica.
Oh, okay. The right way.
Yes,
It's
the
awesome.
right way.
So do you
Yes.
have things planned? I know we're kind of all at pause, but do you have musical engagements that are kind of planned in the future or
No,
none?
no.
Nothing.
The one I had planned, I was supposed to be on a jazz cruise with Dave Coz this week.
Oh man. Well,
We supposed to be going to Amsterdam, bro.
oh,
Amsterdam, man. So now here's the good side.
mm.
It's postponed to 2022 because I wasn't ready.
Oh, okay.
Now, when I go 2022,
It's on.
oh,
It's
I'm
on.
getting in the band.
Oh, that's so awesome.
I'm getting in the band, bro.
I
So
think that is,
I hope by the fall,
yeah.
if things work, I'm include a lot more music with the comedy. I get time to work on some stuff. And see, ADHD is a gift and a curse.
Mhm.
ADHD be like, you hear the calling, hey, let's play trombone. Ooh, is that a saxophone?
Awesome. Yeah.
And decide, wait, we haven't finished this yet. Wait, is
Yeah,
that a trumpet?
you're everywhere.
It is, man.
I want to make sure I acknowledge everybody watching. We have so many people, Sinbad, that are
Cool,
joining
man.
us. They're talking about you. They love your movies. They
A
love
good
your
burger, I
works.
see, man. Good burger was an accident. That was my outfit. Those are my clothes.
Mm.
I hate to
Really?
admit that. Yeah, I had that in my closet.
That's awesome.
That 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 whole crazy outfit was
Oh
in my
yeah,
closet, man.
I love that. You brought that to set. Um,
Yeah, man.
I see here, people are saying that they love how real you are. They say you're a class act. I just love that you're not afraid to speak your mind and you come across, relatable. And I think that's why people gravitate towards you and what you say.
Well, you know what? I like what Marcus said. He said, it said Sinbad, most underrated comedian in Hollywood. No, I want to say, Marcus, I'm going to say to that. I've always hated when somebody say I'm underrated.
Mm,
That's like a boxer, man. The people look and knock people out. So I see what you're saying. You give me love on that. But I'm like this. They knew I was funny.
got it.
They knew what I could do. They saw it, and for some reason, they didn't want to mess with it. There's a young lady. She was in the movie with Clint Eastwood. What's the one where he was the boxing coach?
Hillary,
Hilary Swank,
Hillary Swank. Yes.
the girl that like killed her.
Yeah.
She's a real kickboxer. She's a beast. She's a demon in the ring.
Okay.
She trains with men, and female boxers wouldn't fight her for the championship. She should challenge. She was almost too good.
Wow.
She was almost too good. So I think sometimes we got a skill level. Her skill level was crazy, man.
Hmm.
So me, and I tell people, I used to be all that, hey man, I'm not gonna say nothing. The cream, will rise to the top. I found out you have to toot your horn sometime.
Yeah, absolutely.
I've
Yeah.
always respected people that got that. It's humility with knowing what you can do. To
Yes.
keep humbleness with like, well, I know what I can do. So now when people tell me, are you? Oh, please name me one that's gonna get it. Name me a dude that can get me. I even told Netflix, I said, I dare you, give me a Netflix special. Matter of fact, let's do this. Give me 3 days. I'll give you 3 different hours. No
What is
one's ever done that. I said, let me do it live. I've done a live show and went live out, no editing. I said, I dare you, let me do a live show. Hey, I'll do a show with no audience. If you give me some LED screens so I can see people on Zoom and I can just hear some of the laughter, I'll give you that special.
what do they say?
Well, once they start that, I know we're not going to do it.
Oh.
We had an idea. So, you're about to give to somebody else. I said,
Mm.
it might work, but it won't be like what I do.
Wow. Is there a comedian that you enjoy right
Oh
now?
God. See, there's some young cats coming up. I love Trevor Noah, man,
Yeah.
because he's smart,
So
he's
smart.
funny,
Mhm.
he's lived through apartheid. His credibility is real. His creed, his jacket is a real jacket, man. There's some other young comics, young
Yeah.
females. I watch. Sometimes I don't know the names. I'll sit and watch. Oh, who's that? And it's usually not the one they're trying to throw at me. Like I watch a Netflix special. I say, oh, that's the next one. Well, we're in trouble.
Okay.
Because now I think, and it's not their fault, they don't get a chance to live the life, live on the road. I can tell when somebody's had no adversity. They think they had adversity. Man, it was hard to get here. Dude, you 22 years old. How hard was it? How hard
They
was it,
haven't
man?
lived it. They haven't
Yeah,
lived
you
it.
haven't lived it, man. You haven't lived in the car with for the comics. We don't even know each other. You're just picking the dude up. You're supposed to pick this dude up at this club, and he's rolling with you to the next gig.
Hmm.
So, and that's not their fault that they didn't get a chance to touch it like that. So, but the guys like my giants are like, Richard Pryor, Bill Cosby, Red Fox, Flip Wilson.
Yes.
Alan King is a reason when I was 5 years old, I wanted to become a comic. Jonathan Winters, I look at I look at Jerry Lewis, Red Skelton. Man, these names, a lot of cats don't even know, man. Lenny Bruce, all those guys.
Legendary.
Then Robin Williams. When I first saw Robin Williams, I said, oh my God, whatever he's got, that's what I got. Whatever disease he has,
Yes.
I
Yes.
had that. Man, nobody knew what ADHD. Remember, let me tell you about ADHD. There's not a kid in the 70s that didn't have that, man. There's not a kid in the 60s. But the only difference was your parents, when they woke you up in the summer, get out my house. You had to get out the house, you eat breakfast, don't you come back to
Yeah.
my house. So you ran all that out.
You got it all out.
You
Yes.
did all the dumbness away from the house.
Yes.
You weren't sitting in front of a screen. You were sitting like this. Your parents calling your name. You weren't home. You came back at lunch to recharge. And then you went back out into the world.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You had to. That was the only way
Yeah.
to get all of it out. I get it.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Gosh. Well, Sinbad, it's so much fun talking to you. I gained so much, and I think throughout the last few weeks, I've learned to listen more, and I think that is such a key that I hope many other
Oh,
people.
my dog said hello. My dog Coda says hello.
Oh, the dog says hello.
Yeah, he came in. Yeah, he came in, man. He came in. It's funny. He knows we're on a podcast.
I'm there. Look at it.
Yeah, he
What's his
knows.
name?
He knows Coda. CODA, like in music.
Oh, Coda.
Yeah,
Awesome.
yeah,
Wait,
man.
look,
That's
I
right,
have
bro.
to mention. I saw a video of you because I know your hair is white right now. But I
Yeah.
thought you
See,
dyed
no,
your
no. See, it's
hair.
red. What I did was
There it
I
is. I saw it. Yeah.
I do the double dye. And let me tell you
Yes.
something.
Yeah.
When I had to do this one myself about 2 weeks ago,
Uh huh.
and I'm impressed with me. And I've always dyed my hair. I've always dyed my goatee,
Yes.
but I've never done a double color.
It looks good.
Man, that was some work, bro. I told we gotta get these essentials open back up quick because
Yes.
there's some jacked up haircuts. I see some people looking haggard. Some young entertainers looking haggard.
I mean, what are you gonna do? Some people are doing it themselves. I know I've done it a little bit. My wife did a little bit. I mean, it's
I
just,
know, but think about it. Entertainers are always they got their people that primp them. The goatees are always tight.
yeah,
You're realizing that entertainer don't look much better than you.
they look more real.
You're realizing in real life, like,
Yeah.
damn,
Yeah, exactly.
damn,
Exactly.
money changes
Reality.
things.
It's reality, right?
Come back to the real world. That's why I
Exactly.
don't understand with all this going on. You still got actresses out there or internet stars keep going. I'm wearing my bathing suit. I'm rocking. Oh, girl, you're killing it. You're killing the COVID. Look at yourself. That's the best you have. That's the best is your body. We talk about a Me Too generation, and then the best you have is like this. I'm out here. Don't shame me. Don't body shame me. Well, quit showing it to us, man. Quit showing us to it till you're ready.
Everything's now live. Everything's
Yeah.
public. I mean,
Everybody's so anxious. Everybody's so young. Oh, don't you make me feel anxious. No, you better get a grip. And you better get a little tougher because
yeah,
there's always going to be bullies. There's
yeah.
always going to be people that don't dig you. If you're waiting for the day where people are like, you're wonderful, just the way you are. No, that ain't coming.
You're gonna be waiting a long time.
So you better find some resolve. You better find some resolve in yourself.
Absolutely.
Quit crying.
Yeah, words to live by. Words to live by. Well, Sinbad, so much fun, and I hope we can do this again. I hope you'll come back on the couch and so
Cool.
people have enjoyed hearing from you, and I'm watching all the comments. That's awesome.
Oh, I like my man. I like what Mark. I like Mark Kurtz. I like what you're saying. He said I should call my Netflix special underrated.
There you go.
Yeah.
I know. Look at other comments. I don't want to ignore everybody. I just love when people join us. There's so
Yeah.
many. Oh yeah, Coda. Look at they said Coda like the Led Zeppelin record.
Thank you. See, now the people do see people that know music know exactly what I'm talking about, man. I had to sneak that game in there. Oh, my girl, indie girl, I see you in here. So my people find me over here, man.
Oh
You know what the
yeah,
hardest part? You know what the hardest part?
yeah.
You know, Instagram has become, it's funny, Instagram and Zoom had become the tools that we're all using,
Hmm.
but they really weren't made for this.
Oh, I see
You,
what you
you
mean.
think about it. This is the small screen trying to read. You're trying to read the comments.
I,
You're like, "Hey man, what's up, Jimmy?" It's the and the crazy thing, they won't even like at least Zoom. They mutated. They said, "Okay, this was going to be." Zoom got with it.
yeah.
Instagram said, "No,
No, we're keeping it.
no, we'll keep small letters." And you
Yes,
can't look at it on the computer because it'd be so cool if you could have the camera here, but you can see the comments on another monitor.
that's true.
You know,
That would be life changing because right now, like you said, we have to scroll and we miss some
but you can do it
things.
now. I mean, now they open it up so you can't look on your laptop. You can't go live from the laptop, but
Yes.
you can look at it on the laptop. And now you look cockeyed. So it's you know, and I told my I tried to do, and then I did the dumbest thing because I got so excited because I'm a tech freak,
Uh-huh.
and I said, okay, man, I'm gonna multicast. I'm gonna go to YouTube and Facebook
At the
and
same
Twitter
time?
all at the same time, and
Oh,
Twitter, but Twitter doesn't play with anybody. So I had to use
oh,
another piece of software called excuse me, Yellow Duck
no.
to get it to go out. Man, my stuff did this.
Oh, no.
I said, oh God, I'm so sorry, everybody. I should have just kept it simple. I should have just did Twitter. I had a professor from Columbia. I'm doing it tomorrow with him at 3 o'clock. Jamal Joseph. It'll be at Blurred Empire on YouTube, and
Okay.
he's a veteran. They don't call himself ex Black Panthers. He's a veteran Black Panther. He's a professor at Columbia University.
Hmm.
He's wrote a book called Panther Baby. He was the youngest Black Panther, youngest one locked up. It's his stories is incredible. About I'm trying to throw some. I'm watching the protests.
Hmm.
I'm watching. Y'all got to find a different kind of unity. Everybody's just out there. You're walking, and then when you get to where you're going, what do you want?
Right.
You know
Then
what I'm
what?
saying? But
Yeah.
one of the things that we did get was the four cops. We got that.
Yes.
We got the three men in Georgia for
Right.
killing Ahmad. We
Hmm.
got that. Now people don't understand. They say, why you have to loot and tear things up? Well, we didn't loot and tear things up. There are a lot of people doing that. But it's funny. The Civil Rights Bill was signed after all that burning in '68.
Hmm.
See, when those things happen, even if they don't believe in it, people are like, give me the pen, give me the pen, give me the pen. If this will if this will stop the country from burning down, I'll
Hmm.
sign it. We're like, thank you. I don't care how you did it.
Right.
I don't need you to be a righteous person. I don't even need you to change your life. Matter
The
of fact, you
results.
probably won't.
Right.
But this stops today
Hmm. Hmm.
and to the next one.
Hmm.
And if you really want to see unrest stop, the next time a cop does this, he
Hmm.
has to have his body cam on. That should be a federal offense.
Yes.
If you've been issued a body cam and you turn it off, then dude, you should know you're gonna do some time on it.
Because
You
everyone's going
should
to see it.
know.
Everyone's
And
going to see it.
nothing else, you lose your pension. See, they don't mind getting, they go get something else. You
Hmm.
lose your job and you lose your pension. Huh? You want to turn it off now?
Right.
Because everybody else got cameras. They got cameras. Are you stupid?
There's
Just
accountability.
thank you.
Accountability. Yeah.
There's accountability, man.
And what do you think? I noticed the protesters were calling for Garcetti to resign and the LAPD police chief Michael Moore. What do you think of that? Do you agree with that?
I'm trying to figure out Michael Moore because when he talks, when he's just on camera talking, he's a different guy. He talks a very positive game.
Yes.
But if your people are acting crazy, remember the top always the head coach gets fired, even if it's the player's fault.
Hmm.
You're gonna fire the head coach. And the district attorney Lacey, she got to go.
Okay.
She got to go. I mean, sometimes you got to throw out the baby and the bathwater.
Wow. Okay.
Sometimes you got to somebody take the baby, please. We're dumping this water out and don't put the baby back in because it's going to, sometimes you got to explode. See, Trump was trying to say it. We got to drain the swamp. Dude, you brought the swamp. You brought a bigger swamp.
Mm.
It was above ground pool. You got there. Now, dude, it's a giant moat. You just brought more.
The
So
visual. I see the
yeah,
visual. Absolutely.
yeah. So you have to revamp. Sometimes something's so messed up, like the educational system in America. They keep trying to piece it together. You got to blow it up, man. It ain't working, bro.
Before you get change.
Thank you. In the fall, some kids might still be homeschooling, right? Might be online. Well, if a kid doesn't have an internet, if a kid doesn't have a computer, how you gonna sit there and turn your head away? Like, oh, you mean to tell me? So these kids are gonna get behind because they don't have the money to get technology?
Mm-hmm.
We have to figure out how everybody can be on a level playing. I tell people, I think it's on Netflix now, Hamilton. Watch Hamilton. Have you
Mm-hmm.
seen Hamilton yet?
I have not, no, but I know.
Dude, I saw it with the original cast.
Yeah.
Only two plays have moved me like that. One was with Savion Glover, Bringing the Funk, Bringing the Noise.
Mm-hmm.
They used tap to talk about civil rights and everything happening in America. Powerful, man. If you get a chance, powerful.
Wait, that one's called Tap.
Yeah, Bringing the Funk, Bringing the
Bringing the
Noise.
Funk. Okay, I remember.
Yeah.
I missed it, but I remember that one. Yes.
No, Bringing the Noise, Bringing the Funk.
You're
My
right.
man, Bernard Wright. That's the first time I saw Bernard Wright, dude. He was a young cat in the play. And he was the one that was talking and doing it there. He go, bringing the noise, bringing the funk. I'll never forget that, man. I saw it 4 times.
Wow.
4 times
Okay.
in New York.
I got to see that. But Hamilton, I feel like I'm the only person that hasn't seen it yet.
Dude, no, you're not, because people couldn't get tickets.
Okay.
Dude, I lucked out. Do you know I went online and got tickets? I'm in New York. My daughter had me there. I said, man, she said, Dad, we're not going to see it. And I go online. I said, did 6 tickets just show up? Did I get online?
Wow.
I told her, I said, I got 6 tickets. She goes, no, you don't. I said, I have 6 tickets to Hamilton. That was like being labeled a genius. I was the man. No one could beat me. No one could beat me, man.
It's hard to get. You can't find them. Oh, man. That's insane.
So Hamilton, there's a song, dude. You got to watch, and because it's all these, it's got Latino characters, it's got black characters, it's got Asian American. Because it looks like America could have looked. Dude, now I'm interested in history. I'm looking at these cool dudes playing Aaron Burr. I'm looking at these cool dudes playing Hamilton. I'm sitting there going, oh my God, I wish the world really was like this. But there's a song. Lin Marato's a genius.
Yes.
There's a song. He's a genius. He's a genius. I don't know how he wrote that.
Wow.
There's a song, I Want to Be in the Room. It's about, you can't make choices. You can't affect change if you're not in the room.
I want to be.
I want you to get the soundtrack. I want to be in the room.
Okay.
I want to be in the room when they make decisions.
Wow. Okay.
I want to be in the room.
Okay.
Because you remember, Alexander Hamilton came up with a whole banking system, and he was a bastard child. Remember, he didn't fit. He was a bastard child.
Mm-hmm.
And he was brutally honest. The man was cheating on his wife, and they asked him, he said, yes.
This is what I'm doing.
Dude. And he was the first guy that multitasked. He burned himself out.
Wow.
He was doing too much.
Mm.
But I hope they bring back, and I know a lot of people don't think it's wrong, I think it was easier to settle problems in government because you just had a duel. Mm. If I got an issue with you, I'll meet you outside. Wait, hold up.
Oh.
Dude.
You mean the old school duels?
Dude, that's what Amber, dude, they were like this. What'd you say to me? What'd you say to me? I'll meet you outside. What better way to solve a problem in Congress? Oh, maybe we can't do duels, but we'll fight. They said, take it to the mat. Take it to the gym. Man, I just think more bills, you have to be in shape. So you want to vote for the people in best shape.
Okay.
I'm going to vote for the people who I think can knock somebody else out so I can get these bills passed.
That's one way.
Because they all talk so aggressive. Everybody talk about dominance. Well, let's see.
Yeah.
Like, don't just talk a good game. Let's see what you got.
Act it. Exactly. That's an interesting concept. I like it.
I mean, it's just a thought. It might be fun. It might not work, but I pay for it. They can make money for the government for special programs. Do a pay-per-view. Your favorite senator is taking out the one you hate. Oh man.
You know it would sell out. It
would sell out.
Oh.
You know they'd have to scalp those tickets.
You might be onto something. Oh gosh, Sinbad, crack me up. Well, this has been so much fun. I hope we can do it again. Please come back.
She said, well, too many cowards for that. Miss Donnie said, too many cowards for fighting. And that's the whole point. You're right. They wouldn't do it. They wouldn't do it.
They would not. They would. And I have to say, Sinbad, thank you to Geeta, who put us together.
Yes.
I know she's watching. She's a doll.
Yes.
We both know her. And Geeta,
she's the coolest, man. She's the coolest, man. And I met her by accident. I was just shooting at my dentist's office. I was shooting a special, a TV special when I first got to LA.
And that's how you met her.
And I said, wait a minute, I think this is a good dental office.
Yeah.
And I bet, dude, and when the main dentist there retired,
yes,
I freaked out.
I know.
But he was grooming. I saw what he was doing. He was grooming. Dr. Jerry Albus was grooming. He was grooming the next. He was preparing us for a new hand in our mouth.
Yep. But we love that. We love Dr. McKay.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. And you know,
Well,
and he even got smoother like Alvis now. Now he's picked up some of the Dr. Alvis smooth, man.
yeah, he's got it exactly. Well, you know what's
Yeah,
interesting
yeah.
with with Instagram, they're giving me a countdown. I didn't realize that it'll literally shut
Ooh.
off.
Oh,
So
so no, they're serious about the hour
yeah,
now, right?
it's actually it's gonna cut us off. So
Well, let me
we
say
have to wrap
goodbye.
up. This is
All right, let me
terrible.
say goodbye to everybody, man.
But Sinbad, thank you so much. Please come back.
All right, I will.
Thank, enjoy your day, and thank you so much for joining us.
All right, man. You take care, man.
You as well.
I like
Thank you.
she said my old folks will fall asleep on the mat. I love that. I love that. Better have prune juice in the corner.
Yeah.
Oh man, I think we're on to something here. It
Well,
came
what are you
from
going
your
to do?
show.
It cut us off. Instagram Live has a 1 hour time limit, and I guess we passed it. Oh well. But it was a great conversation with Sinbad. I hope everyone enjoyed it as well. Well, thank you for watching. I'm Marco Gonzalez, and I'll see you next time right here on the couch. Take care.